Look, what if I told you you never have to rely on referrals ever again? After working with 500 advisors for the past 5 years, it's evident that almost every advisor that I talked to mostly relied on referrals to grow their practice. Now, most advisors think in order to grow their practice, they need to be doing a lot of the old traditional methods, such as cold calling, door knocking, relying on referrals, could even be doing dinner seminars, going to networking events, begging accountants, lawyers for referrals, buying shared leads, or maybe they tried some LinkedIn automation tools, spending 2 hours a day creating content on LinkedIn, doing a podcast, writing a book, trying complex email campaigns, working on their personal branding, and probably a lot of other things. Now, if you keep doing more, you're gonna have less time. Less time to work on scaling your business, and less time to build a team, systems that work for you. Now, this will only lead you to not being able to improve your service, and clients will complain and become a burden, and in the worst case scenario, spread negative reviews about you online. And you'll have less time for life, for family, travel experiences, so on and so forth. Over the past 5 years, I've built the fastest and most cost-effective system for financial advisors to jam-pack their calendars with 13 to 25 appointments every single month with ideal, engaged, and motivated clients. I've personally helped over 542 advisors take advantage of this compliance-approved system. Now, in the next 13 minutes, I'm going to show you this simple 4-step system to convert complete strangers into lifelong clients. And I will only show you what we've done to successfully help 542 financial advisors, planners, wealth managers do the exact same thing. And the truth is, scaling your system is simple. Now, you might be wondering, who is this for? So this is for financial advisors, planners, wealth managers who want a predictable system for generating appointments and getting clients. Advisors who are really good at what they do and are looking to grow their income to the multiple 6 and 7 figures, who want to grow and helping their clients succeed. And advisors who want to dominate their market and become the number one. And you might be wondering, who is this not for? So this is not for anyone outside of the financial service industry, anyone who's stuck in info gathering mode, and anyone who's looking to learn and never really take action. Any short-term thinkers, people that just jump on everything and never really stick to anything long enough to see the full potential, and not anyone who's not looking to bring in an extra 6 to 7 figures within the next 12 to 24 months, and anyone who's just looking to make a quick buck today. This is for long-term thinkers. Now, there are 4 simple steps to scaling your practice, and the truth is, scaling your practice is easier than you think. The first step comes down to picking a niche. Now, this is essential if you want to differentiate yourself and have a competitive advantage. And I'm not talking about your traditional niche markets either. I'm talking about really identifying a group of people who all share similar pains, problems which you can solve, right? You see, specialists are always paid more and they're respected more and earn more, okay? This will allow you to reallocate your time, mental energy, and your resources into the highest revenue generating activities. This will truly move the boat forward in your practice. Here's an example. If you're a financial advisor without a niche, you're making things way harder than they need to be. You may have heard the old phrase that the riches are in the niches, and we've all heard that many times over and over. Now, you want to ignore this at your own risk. Keep in mind, top financial advisors are finding riches every day by targeting specific niche markets, and if you're an advisor who tries to please everyone, what's going to end up happening? You'll end up pleasing no one. Think about it this way. If you were, let's say, having heart problems, would you feel more comfortable and confident visiting a general practitioner or a cardiologist? Many years ago, clients might have had someone to handle everything from investing to planning and insurance, but those days are long gone. Now, here's some niche examples. So the first one would be specific companies such as Microsoft, Google, or Amazon. So people who work at those specific companies. Now, the next one would be life transition. So it could be divorced, widowed, marriage, or children. Next one would be money in motion. So the 401k rollovers or RSP contributions. And the last one is the occupational niche. So you can target specifically business owners, doctors, IT consultants, engineers, whoever that may be. Now, this is going to help you to really work smarter, not harder. You'll actually get more clients, and prospecting becomes a heck of a lot easier, and you get more referrals, and you'll have far less competition. Now, the second one is a nerve-striking message. So here's the problem. This goes back to being a generalist. When you serve anyone under the sun, anyone with a pulse, and your competitors do the exact same thing, your message is immediately disregarded, and you're basically blending in with the noise. And it's like shouting from a rooftop in hopes of someone hearing you. You see, these days, people are seeing on average 5,000 ads every single day. So what makes you think that your LinkedIn article, Facebook post, or mailer is the one that's going to be read? You need to have a message that really resonates, and you want it to be a message that clearly articulates your value, positions you as the expert, and it solves their painful problem and get them to their desired result and situation. You need to have a message that gets on the right frequency so that it resonates deep within your niche's bones to the point that the hair on their arms stands. When you can do that, you'll become a lethal weapon and attract clients to you instead of you chasing them. This is how you dominate your market. Here's why it's a problem. You appear generic. On the surface, there's absolutely nothing unique about your value proposition. Your prospects don't understand the value that you provide and how you're different from the rest, and this is a really big problem. Here's why most financial advisors' value propositions are absolutely terrible. If I start interviewing financial advisors and ask them, why should I work with you? This is what they would typically tell me. So it goes something along the lines of, I offer tailored solutions to meet your needs. All right, that's one I could often hear. It could always be that I always work with investors' best interest, and a lot of times they say, we're your partners, we work with you one-on-one to help make the best decision possible. You see, most advisors call themselves holistic financial advisors or planners, and your message might be doing you a poor service, and prospects are unable to immediately understand the value that you provide and why they should even listen to you. You see, if your prospects don't have a clarity and confidence that what you offer might be the perfect solution to get them to their desired result, it'll be very hard to keep them interested long enough to actually schedule a call with you, and they'll be resistant and skeptical to even want to speak with you. Most likely, prospects will see your message and immediately categorize you as another one of those people who just disturb their day, right? They don't care about that. This way, you get far fewer appointments than you should be getting, you get constant resistance and endless objections, you get paid less than what you're worth, and you constantly have to discount your services, and you come across do-it-yourselfers who just want free information. And this way, you go days, weeks, even months with a dry pipeline. And you'll start to question your entire business, constantly thinking, where am I going to get the next client from? Now you see, to succeed in this noisy, over-communicated world, you must carve out a position in the prospect's mind, a position that takes into account not only your strengths, but weaknesses, but of those your competitors as well. You need to come up with a proprietary method that clearly and concisely explains your value and your unique value proposition to drive traffic into your ecosystem. So what you need to do is define your proprietary method. It could be anything from superior service, convenience, a new mechanism, years of experience, expertise, so on and so forth. So this is basically identifying areas of mastery that seem obvious to you that others overlook, yet can be powerful and a unique angle for positioning your offer. It could even be as simple as targeting a very micro niche with a painful problem that you can solve. Now, when you do this, you'll finally be able to stand out, be a breath of fresh air, you'll separate yourself from other competitors and the rest of the masses. Your message will resonate better and drive high responses from your market. You'll constantly get high booking rates and positive responses from your market. You'll no longer be just another one of those advisors. You'll have pre-sold, pre-qualified prospects flying into your pipeline and be able to flood your calendar with 13 to 25 appointments every single month at will, and you'll finally have an abundance of appointments with your ideal clients with no end in sight. Now, the third thing is implementing strategies and systems in place. Now, here's the problem. After working with hundreds of advisors, it's evident across the board that they have no predictable system whatsoever. They do what I call hope marketing. Typically goes somewhat along the lines of this. So simply, they hope and pray that their phone rings and somehow magically they get a new referral. They attempt random acts of marketing using outdated tactics where nothing works. Eventually, they experience feast or famine income as they get 1 to 2 clients one month, then nothing the next month. They simply leave the entire growth of their business and their income mostly to chance, and they're basically gambling with their entire business and income with a worse odd than actual drunk bet in Las Vegas. Now, if it weren't for some recurring revenue paid out every quarter or every year or every month, they'd be scraping the bits, completely paralyzed with fear, not knowing what to do next or where their next client would be coming from. If you don't have a predictable system to generate clients, you don't actually have a business. And just like Einstein would say, doing the exact same thing over and over again and expecting different results is the very definition of insanity. This is why most advisors fail. It's not sustainable, not to mention doing the same old repetitive tasks you hate doing every single day sucks the life and fun out of what you love to do most. Let's be honest, rapidly growing your practice and helping more people and more individuals better their lives is a privilege. You are impacting the lives of many families around you. The reason why you're not growing right now is because you don't have the right systems in place to get leads and appointments onto your calendar at will, a predictable sales process for converting high-value clients. What you need to do is systemize your client acquisition system. You need to identify recurring tasks in your business into two core functions. The first one is client acquisitions, the next one is servicing clients. And this way, you'll never be able to grow unless you get a solid system in place for these two core functions. The key here is to leverage systems, so technology and people, to create inputs that produce consistent, predictable outputs. Now with this, your business now becomes the system. You'll have systems for converting leads into appointments, systems for converting appointments into clients, and when you have that, you'll finally be able to slip out of the repetition and meaningless tasks, and you'll then be able to grow your practice. You only need these minimum viable assets in order to grow your business: a well-crafted profile on a platform to reach your prospects, a simple pre-selling mechanism to book appointments, a phone or Zoom account to conduct appointments, a solid back-end system to be able to service new and existing clients. And this is really going to help you attract only the right clients. Your calendar will be jam-packed with 30 to 25 appointments every single month. You'll be able to demonstrate yourself as the expert authority, and prospects will come to you on the call pre-sold and ready to move forward. Now the last step is the Elite Advisor framework. So scaling your business in under 6 months is very simple, just like I showed you today, but it's actually not easy. A lot of people are going to claim that it's going to be easy. Many may promise you overnight success, use this ad or this funnel or this template or that easy webinar. To be completely honest and transparent with you, it's not easy. We have to work together. The online landscape is growing and changing at an extremely fast pace. It's inevitable that there's going to be many obstacles that will come your way, and you will need the help and support of somebody who's already been there, someone who's helped hundreds of advisors in the exact same situation as yourself to really optimize their client acquisition strategy, and help you shave off tens of thousands of hours in trial and error trying to figure out what works and what does not. Get access to the fastest and most cost-effective way to bring in an extra 6 to 7 figures in revenue this year. Now at this point, you basically have two paths in front of you. So the first path is you can go at it alone, continue doing the same actions, keep getting the exact same results. It'll be slower, even harder, and may even leave you in a worse place than you were before. Try a bunch of marketing gimmicks, spend thousands of dollars and years trying to figuring it out on your own, and you'll continue to operate your business the same way that you do now, where it constantly needs you, unable to break the shackles and enjoy the freedom of growing your practice. Path number 2 is we work together one-on-one. You'll be able to work with people who specifically work with financial advisors, who have your back, who will be with you at every single stage of this process and scale your business to the next level. And you'll get direct guidance from someone who's not only done it once, not twice, but has helped 542 advisors do the exact same thing. And it'll be significantly faster and easier than any other alternative path. Join a community of winners, people on the same path as you, supporting you and holding you accountable day in and day out until you make this happen. Get access to the exact tools, resources, information, and systems, processes already done for you to grow your practice. Keep your finger on the pulse on whatever is working today, 6 months from now, 2 years from now, as you will have complete access to the system for life. If you're looking to jam-pack your calendar with 13 to 25 ideal engaged clients who are high net worth that actually need your help, be sure to go down below to schedule a call with me or my team, and I look forward to speaking with you then.